Hey everyone, what's up? Good evening. Is my screen visible and am I audible? Just can you give me a quick confirmation? Can I get a quick confirmation from your side is whether my screen is visible or not? Hi everyone, hi everyone. Good evening, good evening. Yeah, good evening. Okay, yeah. Yes, a bit late today also, but no problem. I'll just try to cover as much as possible. Is my voice audible? My voice clear? Yes? Is my voice clear? Okay, okay, fine, 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 fine. So this is basically the day three of your boot camp, and yeah, you will basically learn about a new library. Now, what are libraries? If you don't know, libraries are a very fundamental thing in Python. Basically, if you want to move a bit beyond the data types and operators part, like just beyond the basics, then you have to deal with libraries. So libraries makes your scientific calculations and the entire handling. Okay, and they are basically like different. There are basically different built-in functions also added to that. So one thing that I would just like to add is the attendance link. Yeah, I'm talking about the attendance link. You will get the attendance link a bit late, like after 9:15 or somewhat like that. So try to attend the class till then. You will obviously get the attendance sheet. Don't worry. Just attend the class and I will just pin the attendance sheet then. So yeah, that's it. Okay. Uh, so if we are just ready, so we can just start today's class. So NumPy. NumPy stands for Numerical Python and it is a fundamental package for scientific computing in Python. NumPy provides Python with an extensive math library capable of performing all the numerical computations effectively and efficiently. These lessons are intended as a basic overview of Python, of NumPy, and introduces some of its most important features. Clear? Nothing hard? Okay, so now a question might be that why NumPy? Why are we learning NumPy? Like, what are just its uses? Now, you may be wondering that why people use NumPy after all. Like, Python can handle this as you have learned in the intro to the Python lessons. Now, Python can handle data. Like, you can easily handle data using data types and operators, whatever you have learned. I agree that the basic examples have been shown to you, but if you try to extrapolate that, you will be able to handle like big datas and tabular format datas. Like there is no rocket science in that. Okay, and it's quite easy also. But then why are we learning NumPy? Like if the thing can be done by basic Python commands, then why are we learning NumPy? So even though Python lists are great on their own, NumPy has its number of key features that give it great advantages over Python list. Now, one such feature is the speed. When performing operations on large arrays, NumPy can often perform several orders of magnitude faster than the Python list. This speed comes from the nature of the NumPy arrays being memory efficient and from optimized algorithms used by NumPy for doing arithmetic, statistical, and linear algebra operation. Okay, so the first advantage that we have learned about is speed. That is, using NumPy you can perform the calculations and you can handle the data of a larger magnitude with a great speed and like if you have a much better option and a much speedier option, then why not to use that? So yeah, that's it. Like it basically the behind the backstage of all the built-in functions in NumPy, behind the backstage runs some complex algorithms which are specifically built for running tabular data. Are you getting my point? Okay. So yeah. So in the first step, before starting any library, like the first step to approach any library is to import it. Like the Python, in when you will installing all the Python packages, all the libraries, like all the essential libraries, not all I would say, all the essential libraries are already implicitly installed in your system when you will be installing Python. But in your notebook, you have to import them to be able to use in your current notebook. Like for example, we are importing NumPy and we are also importing time. Time is another library. What is the use of time? Time is like for basically if you want to see which operation is taking how much time. So it's basically time library comes to play at that time. Okay. So is the use of time library. And now just look at the sentence. Import NumPy as NP. Now you might have understood that, okay, sir, we are importing NumPy, we got it, import NumPy as NP. Now what is the use of this part? We could have used anything instead of NP. X, A, B, C, D, any variable. NP is a standard notation and it is basically a variable to represent NumPy, that we are using NumPy in future references. We are taking the help of a variable because it makes the work shorter and the program neat and clean. Okay, so yeah, any problem? Any problem that are you getting regarding the streaming and all? You can just tell me. So we will just first run this. Let's run this. Importing the libraries take considerably a bit more time, depending upon the size of the library. NumPy is quite a beginner level library, so yeah, it won't take much time. Now, in the next session, in the next part, small x equal to np.random.rand. Then here we are giving a value of, like, after 1 there are 9 zeros. Okay, so now what is this? Let us execute this first and